Boo boo boo. Boo 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 boo. Sorry, I am giggling because I'm all like, oh cool, let me just check all my settings and make sure everything looks great. And my frame rate, or not my frame rate, but like my connection is just taking a shit right now. So this is gonna be a fun stream, I can already tell. Good times. Anyways, hi French Hill fam. Welcome back to French Hill. And for another round of Dream Daddy, where I attempt to find the daddy of my dreams. Looking to score some eggplants and whatever those wet sprinkle emojis are. Droplets, I think? I don't know. Anyways, before we get started, let's do some quick shoutouts and thank yous to Nomad, Doomsayer, Yev, and of course Backblaze for making this all happen. Like what you see here, let them know. If you think it's trash, let them know. I'll take any comments at this point. Anything to boost my score. It'll be great. Anyways, with that, let's get started on finding the daddy of our dreams. I have to remember what I'm doing, which is always a challenge. No, it's not your internet, it's me. And I can't find mine. I'll remember where all my hotkeys are. This feels really loud. Okay. JC needs a second. JC needs a hot second. Weird. Can I escape this? Can I escape? Did not mean to start over! We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. We're fine now. We'll talk about it later. Don't worry about it. And, you know, the wonderful thing about live is that, how do I escape? Hell.
Build that dad.
No, I don't want to build that dad. FML. Okay, you know what? Okay. Dad looks great. Dad is. We're not starting over. I'm just. This is. I appreciate you guys so much for putting up with my bullshit. You know what's the best part about this is that. Oh, thank God! Get me out of here. We're going from the last autosave. No. This is... Oh.
That dad.
No, I don't...
Name
My
that
life is
dad.
terrible. It's not. I just... I can't even think. Huh. Sorry.
We're not streaming.
We're not streaming. That's great because I've completely fucked this up.
Well, tell them to watch the first 2 minutes on YouTube.
Now I'm streaming. Cool. Okay, so what you've missed. Nothing. I apparently tried to start the game over in all of my, bullshitness. And now we're back.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. Yeah. Cool thing about editing this out later is I will hopefully be able to have my editor edit out the part where I attempted to reload the game from the very beginning, which is what I didn't actually want. Hi. Welcome to my shit show. You can clip that for later. Go right ahead. Thank you. I just want to thank our lovely GM for kindly setting up all the hotkeys I could ever need, because I've still managed to forget what everyone does and constantly turn off the stream after I've started. You know you want me on your tech team. I'm the best. Okay, I've got mail. Let's start the fucking game. Hugo and Damien. Hugo. Ooh. Hugo, your kid. Wait. Oh, it's Hugo and Damien? Okay, it's both of them. I mean, we like Damien. I just don't, I mean, Hugo's son. Okay, Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. Do I get the option for a threesome in this game? Did no one tell me that was an option? Because if that's an option, I want it. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Damien, I'm so disappointed in you. Distressed parchment paper is just so easy. You just soak it in some tea or coffee, and then you let it dry. Not that hard, sir. Whoa, why can I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Oh wait, do I? Because I'm invited? Am I a hacker? Oh no, I am an idiot. But I don't even have a hacker alias. It would be Dumb Dad Jokes 5000. The feds are gonna bust at my door any minute now. I gotta destroy this computer. No, that's not what we're gonna do. Shamboard. Oh, I've been typing this too. Oh, score. Shamboard, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were very well versed in information security. Damn right they were. Have you never read a steampunk novel? Shepard, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see art. See that art. Oh God, this is going so well today. Alright, Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for, and I think I'm a bit early. If there's a fucking minigame in this, I swear to God, Game Grumps. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Shimboard? I turn around. Ugh! God, no. It's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art, you're a huge art. Appreciatist? Obviously. He's scoping dudes.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too. Oh, cool. Yep, admittedly a little out of my depth here.
Oh.
Thank God I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? No, never show weakness at an art gallery. Say what? You know, thank God. Oh! I thought I meant he wasn't supposed to be there. Because he's a Christian. Should he be saying thank God?
Oh.
Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister. Oh, that's hilarious. The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? Now the question is, does he actually believe that? Is that part of his religion or not? I look around and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. No, it's true. People at an art gallery can smell fear on you. I've seen it. Good eve, good eve. Oh gosh. Werner Herzog. Sad beige clothes for sad beige children. Good eve, good eve, good eve.
Oh.
How to get in the right frame. Evening, friends. Oh. Who's ready for some art? You know I am. I have no idea what I'm in for. Art is dead and nothing is real. Aw, I might have lost points with Damien.
Oh.
You'll fit right in.
Ah.
All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. For those of us that are lactose intolerant, this could be both wonderful and terrifying. Werner is back. I like art now. Same Shamboard. If there's free wine and cheese, I also like anything that you want to present to me. I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go help myself to some tiny wines. For 1 second, I thought it was going to say tiny wieners. Tiny wines work too. Talk art with Hugo and Damien. Get cheese and tiny wine with Joseph. Cheese, if I have cheese today, it's definitely a tomorrow's me's problem. 100% agree. We're going to talk with Hugo and Damien. So, what's this first place? This particular art, I can't do it today. This particular artist specializes in landscape painting of various locals within the American Northeast. Damien's accent's going to be all over this place in this stupid game. I look at the art. It is rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all of these landscapes look like butts to you guys? I don't remember doing this part of the game the last time.
Oh.
Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest. If you're gay, everything should look like butts.
Oh.
Fact. It would appear you are correct. Valid assessments, Shamboard. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy.
Ah.
Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more, I like where this is going. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Oh, this is poetic. Interesting. Joseph returns to a group with tiny cheese and wine. What'd I miss? Butts.
Oh.
Butts!
Oh.
Shame. The cheese is nice, though. It's always about the butts. Shall sad beige children for sad beige clothes for sad beige children. Shall we visit the next place? I keep saying the phrase. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on the walls. Oh geez. What am I looking at here?
Ah.
This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? Well, the accent's not gonna help. I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. In my imagination, Shamboard is staring at like one of those paintings where you have to look at it a certain way. It's not a painting. Art where you have to look at it a certain way for the image to appear. That's the face he's making right now. What movie is it? Mallrats. They reference it in Mallrats. It's a scooter. It's they don't have. It's a butt. It's a metaphor for the human condition. It reminds me of a childhood. It represents her. It's a butt. It's a butt.
Oh.
Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. I really like the art gallery segment so far. While a valid assessment, I feel like the artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he liked butts. You are a servant of the Lord.
Oh.
We're all God's creatures, even butts. The minister said it himself. You heard it here, folks. Comparing this piece of art to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels in creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how did you figure that? That's what it says on the placard. Pays to read, kids. Oh. Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by, what's the word? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Patron. I could do that. Then why don't you fucking do it then? Hugo, excuse me? Damien, Hugo, not here. Hugo, no, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. The chat, man, the chat. Hugo, you say you could do that, but you didn't. That's exactly what I fucking said. If you think you could do it, then you should just fucking do it then, shouldn't you? You don't seem to have an intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one. Oh, Hugo's really laying it into him.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is so bad, and so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point.
Oh no.
Damien, Franz, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. Is this the first time the game's actually making sounds? Hugo, I'm sorry. I just love art very much. We know, buddy. It's like talking to my cat. We know, buddy. It's okay. I pat Hugo on the shoulder.
Oh.
Joseph, you know what would ease the mood? Tiny cheese and wine? Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese. That's right. No, just new sounds. The new sounds are freaking me out, man. Shamboard. Cosine. Why is that going off? Oh my god. I forgot to mute my phone. I'm an asshole. Okay, there we go. We'll see what happens. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and actual wine and cheese. Would that be funny if you went to a museum, an art museum, and it was abstract wine and cheese? Something to think about. Yes, Sam.
Hey.
Sammy Cake says the right idea. Hugo, we got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? I mean, we are, Hugo. The question is, are you? You were, like, really offended. Shamboard, is it going to be any weirder than this art?
Oh.
Damien, it is absolutely weirder than this art. Joseph, let's do it.
Oh.
I swear to God, if there's a minigame. Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us. Oh man, I love performance art.
Norm McDonald!
So, quick question.
Oh.
Shoot. What is happening? I second this question. Performance art. Love it. What does that mean? Means you perform art. Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Monroe. Oh, fear of existence, the very humanity of the human being. They really like screaming butts. We're gonna stick with butts, because butts are always funny. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. Oh my god, Wheatfin's best cracker. Damien. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion, and it's art as catharsis. Hugo. That's beautiful, Damien. Joseph, so what you're saying is, it's butts. If I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, really mean it. He's got it. Damien fixes him with a hard stare.
Oh, yeah.
Joseph. I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd. Damien. Weiss.
Oh.
We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Phew, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together. Is it a foursome? We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and cheese sloshing around in my stomach. That's not the best feeling, honestly. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which is nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. Oh man, spouting some real hard facts tonight, guys. But take note. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Yeah, don't we all, Joseph? Chambord. Wax wings too close to the sun. It's an Icarus joke. Hugo. Cheese with wings? Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate. Cheese wings would melt in the sun. I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Joseph. Plus it'd be delicious. Chambord. And I don't actually know that word. Anise menthaler? A menthaler, possibly? Internet, what is this word? Tell me now.
Oh.
Joseph, hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? Butts, Joseph. Obviously, this whole episode has been about butts. Damien, I actually dabble in oils, mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time.
Oh.
Hugo, I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions. Like, for example, luchadors. Okay.
Oh.
Joseph, I think I'd paint boats. That's not helpful. I can't click on that link, sir. Try again. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses. Mostly boats. He means butts. Really?
Oh.
Oh, Swiss cheese. Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork.
Oh.
Joseph. What? Boats are cool. He's not wrong. Hugo. What about you, Chambord? Please tell me butts. Food, artistry, landscape, tasteful news of the artist. Tasteful news it is. That's all I got. There's no butts. Art is a money-making business. I know what sells. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. Joseph. All right, boys. Good art. Chambord. Good art. Damien. Agreed. Hugo. See you guys around? Joseph. Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. Aww. No foursome? No threesome? To be fair, if you've ever had too much wine and cheese, you probably don't want to be doing any sexy things afterwards. Just saying. Don't ask. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over. I get it instead of a hangover.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I've got dads. Okay, cool. What is all this? So that was... Okay. And that was Dad is on. That was Matt. That was my daughter. Okay. So we've gone on dates with Matt and Brian. Did we go on a... Was this a date with Damien? Or did we just go to... We just went to his house. I haven't gone on a date with Craig. But Craig broke my heart the last time. I can't face Craig again. We're not dating Hugo. His kid has just got too many issues. Joseph is just... And his corn, blue-eyed children of the corn children are terrifying. And... You know, Robert's, while he's the ultimate bad guy, we already fucked. So, you know, whatever. Let's try Damien again. Let's try Goth Dad. I think I saw all of this. I have one heart with... Oh, I can see how many hearts I have. Matt, 1 heart. Brian, 1 heart. I'm assuming if I click Craig, it's not any hearts. Yeah, okay, cool. Do I have anything with Robert? I have no hearts with Robert. That's funny. And no hearts with Hugo. And of course, no hearts with Christian. Like, I am curious. Maybe if I ever do this a 3rd time, we will strictly go after Joseph. Because that's just weird. Alright. Let's go Damien. Message. Be generous and kind to everyone. It's a good dad tip. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Right. Dad! You got a letter! Hello, Blue Tigress. Shamboard. Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa. Can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, that dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads... Oh, goodness. Okay. Dearest... Oh, Werner. Dearest Chambord, I hope you'll find my continual correspondence endearing, rather than trying. I can only hope that the use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. Yes, we do. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal. Not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that, I thank you. That said, Chambord, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Blood March. That's terrifying. Spoiler. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So, you gonna go catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on DadBook and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back. It's a real letter. But my handwriting looks like 2 toddlers fighting over a crayon. It's good. Yeah. Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2. Evil never dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah. There's just lots of blood and vampire titties. Vampire titties! This episode just gets better and better. I don't want to date a child. That's gross. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchased the tickets and print them out. He has a printer. We have a printer? We have a printer? And then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I'm very well read. Read? I can't talk today. I read better than I speak. Thank you. I start writing. Damien. I do hope this letter finds you in good health. Hey. Good morrow to... Oh, okay. Let's go good morrow. We could... I mean, it's earlier than what Damien is going for, but, you know, we get the gist across. Amanda. Not sure if that checks out, but it looks fine to me. What's next? Remember when your son tried to cask a is it Amontillado or Amontillado, that kid? You been good? You been good? I love you been good. You been good? I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Yes.
Oh.
Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I have very much felt the same after our last encounter. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. That Ernest shit was pretty messed up. You find me in good spirits. We're gonna go some high class here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of a situation at hand. Oh, I don't actually know this word either. I don't know this artist. But we find ourselves with Icarus again. Like Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. Let me get at that. Wow. Ooh. Oh, this is a really tough choice for me, guys. You know, I really want to, like, we're talking to Damien. You know, maybe if I was talking to Robert, I'd be like, let me get at that. But okay. We're gonna go with the Fall of Icarus line, because we just went to the art show. And we were talking about Icarus. Dad, whoa. I saw it on TV. I'm not actually an intelligent person. You're trying to fake it your best way. Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movies. I would very much enjoy your company. Accompany me to the cinema. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Last one. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, wow, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating, because vampire titties, and enjoyable. Yeah, but how do you pronounce his name? I don't give a whatever. Namaste. Best wishes, hard daps. Namaste. Well, carry on. We'll go with best wishes. And then I sign my name. My full name. Fancier that way. Chambord Monroe.
Oh.
Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Is this Comic Sans? No, it's not Comic Sans. What the fuck kind of writing is this? It'd be funnier if it was Comic Sans. It's not Comic Sans, is it? It's been a while since there's 8 comic stands. Oh, Brugal. Brugal. Brugal? Brugal. My IPA pronunciation's terrible. Oh. That's... God damn it, I hit the wrong button. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. I don't even know what button I hit. Thank you, Tony. Now, all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? Yeah. That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. Yeah, I think I fast forwarded too. It's fine. I don't think I messed up too much. I didn't even know that was... Shows you how much I pay attention. I didn't pay too much attention to the buttons. I don't think I really missed anything, so I'm not gonna go back. It should be fine. They have a fast forward button. Why don't they have a backward button? What's the other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls away the wood, revealing... Here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. It's appropriate, honestly. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Facts. Again, dropping the facts. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. It's so good. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished. Now we play the waiting game. Oh, we just... Okay. We didn't actually talk to him. We just show up. Okay, cool. The night finally rolls around. Where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day, he left... another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night, and the theater's kind of crowded, but it's still nice. Damien, how do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What?
What?
What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Is someone catching us dating? Oh god, please let it be someone we don't like. My dad's here. Oh, is it the emo kid? I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Milk Duds, right? Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Supposed to setting things on fire, I suppose. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids' movie about talking animals. I really don't care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Huh? Good luck with that, Dad. Is he saying good luck to me, or is he saying good luck to his dad? I was a little confused. He said dad, so I guess start to his dad. Lucian rejoins his friends, and I look over to Damien. Did we pick the wrong movie? Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer, and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. It's probably been a while since he's also been on a date. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Okay. Maybe he's like really, really into vampires, so he's gonna be like offended that there's killing them, or like he's really into vampires, so he's gonna be like super turned on by all the vampires, and then he's gonna like want to attack me. Oh, he's squeamish. He's squeamish. That's another good one. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Is everything okay? Vampires Hunt. The movie hasn't even started yet. We'll be sincere. Is everything okay? Oh, look at the little hearts. Everything is perfectly fine.
Huh.
I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. It's adorable. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I'd never heard of. Oh no, he's gonna be scared. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Oh! Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
What?
You must be joking. I love horror movies. Oh, and he's lying. Well, he's probably also embarrassed, but he's lying for us. The lights dim for the film.
Ah!
Damien screams. Damien, I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice, and he takes one. Now the question is it real licorice, or is it the red vines? It better be the red vines. I take note of how much his hands are shaking.
Ugh.
The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Romulus Badblood, awaken my coven. Or Twizzlers. We're not a Twizzlers household. Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Demetrius Morvant, the name's here. Brother is a time. Carmela von Ruden. Yes, husband, but also my mortal enemy. It is... Yes, husband, but also my mortal enemy. It is time. The three look at each other and then to the camera. Romulus, Demetrius, Carmela. For the Vampire Crusade! This rules. The trio of vampires fly off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick.
Ugh.
We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. General, Romulus, it's good to finally meet you. Romulus Badblood, General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you. You know that the Game Grumps team had to like write the dialogue for this movie. I'm just gonna let you think about that. Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera.
Ugh.
Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. There it is, folks. That's how you get them. Take them to a scary movie. I immediately blush, forgetting about vampire's blood or any vampiric blood. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Oh. Maybe I could do something to try and make him feel more comfortable. Make out. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. No. Tell a dad joke. Point at a plot hole. Ask what's happening. Tell a dad joke. Where does the dog go when it loses its tail?
Oh my.
Where? To the retail store! But I yell the last bit a little too loud for the crowded movie theater, but I could see a smile form on Damien's face. Quit one champort. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. Probably. We get to the final scene of the movie where Romulus, Bad Blood, and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. Romulus, Bad Blood. It appears that the true vampire crusade was the vampire crusade in our hearts. Our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out hard. I mean, she said it was full of vampire titties, so yeah.
What?
The film fades to black, and the end appears on the screen. But then, it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival/lover, Carmela, who watch the two from afar. Oh no, twist ending! Demetrius Morvant. Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3 evil must die again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. That was something, all right. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater and miss the throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remembered, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise immediately struck me as, pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric love. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot of vampire titties than I thought there would be. You know what I'm saying? Vampire titties. Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk in the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn, okay, here comes the smooth response. What fucking options are you gonna give me? Thanks. Cool. Okay. Thanks. Okay. No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. No, we are not. Are you getting a little hungry? Maybe we could stop off and grab something to eat? Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of the cemetery. Are we having a picnic in the cemetery? What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Chambord. Trust me. I'm a bit nervous. Musica. caught me off guard. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow the path through faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? Magic. Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket. We both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. No, not the wine and cheese! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. This is actually true, by the way. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials. They became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. Yeah, no more wine and cheese. The body can't take it. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
Oh my.
I wasn't. He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films. So I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. He needs he could definitely use a little trick. Maybe some, like, shaping or something. It's kind of loose. Damien, it's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. He has some serious Gomez Adams energy. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. Yeah, we could totally go on a picnic. Is it Lucien? What is that?
Ah!
I'm not sure.
Huh.
It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly toward us. Its shape taking more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. Oh good, we're both useless. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer and moving faster. It's totally Lucien.
Ah!
Woof!
Huh.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a dog. Wow, okay, yeah. As it finally comes into light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. Seriously, look at those eyes. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see Robert. Thanks.
Oh.
Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids! What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. I mean, we totally did the deed and fucked, and where was the dog? Oh. Okay. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. And that's it. Okay. Hunting cryptids. Do you just... Robert, do you just carry a leash on you at all times? Is that like a thing that you do? Like, you just happen to have a dog leash with you in your pocket? Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. There it is.
Hey.
Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and produces a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? That's a really good question. He has like a cloak of holding. Sammy Cake says, people don't just lose $3,000 dogs. I'm inclined to agree. The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks.
Oh.
My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you like dogs. Victorious left dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accomplished by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool.
Oh.
I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Okay. Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it, as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up a pick. Hi, Bella. I have now just been joined by my cat. Where are you going? Hi. Yes, I'm wearing lipstick. It's nice to see you too. Anyways. Cat. He begins to pack up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin to walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Yeah, I can't tilt the camera down so you can see her better. See the little ears. Okay. Well, I can't read. Go away. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. You know what? Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. You get a smooch? Damien, it was my pleasure. Chambord, if you allow me, it would be me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. What are you staring at? Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded monogram handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I will use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. I can't wait to sneeze on this. I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. I will use this to dry my tears for those that seems appropriately romantic. There it is! Fuck yeah, did you see all those emojis? Damien, a noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. Tail. What the fuck are you staring at, cat? I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Shit. Are you sitting on the keyboard? Get off the keyboard. Damien blushes hastily and retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside. Wow. That was a wonderful date. It went very well. Tail. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant.
Oh.
Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But, as it turns out, Damien is... Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool it's scary. Nice save, Shimboard. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties?
Huh?
I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Don't skip the corners. Date complete! Fang, dog, blood. Oh, that's a lot of points.
My dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one. Taken the egg is it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so, ultimately, you've won.
Wait, have these always been here? Like, I swear, have I just had the volume down that low that I've not heard any of this dialogue before? What the fuck? Also, take the egg. I'm gonna use that from now on. Interview with a vampire achievement unlocked. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? This I do remember. I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Does something happen? Leave her alone. I think last time we pressed, but I'm that kind of person, so we're going to press again. Does something happen? Did something happen? No! Nothing happened. Go away! Okay, now we'll leave her alone, because I don't think she actually tells us. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Wow, I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would have only made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all the awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. Aww. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. I hear Amanda walk in the door, and instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, I hear her make a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. Amanda sits down at the table across from me. So, I want to talk about what happened the other night. Amanda looks away. What has you so upset? What's going on? I told you, I don't want to talk about it. Well, you've been giving me attitude lately, and I'd like to know why. It's really It's none of your business. What happened? Is it something I did? No, Dad. Can't you just drop it? Amanda, please talk to me. I feel like you're drifting away from me. I don't have to tell you everything. I'm an adult now. You should treat me like one. It's kind of not how that works. Amanda, I'm only pressing this because I care about you and I want you to be okay. If you're not going to tell me, then fine. No matter how much you don't want me to care about you and your health and well-being, I'm going to do it anyways. I'm your dad. It's my job. That's all. If you ever decide you want to talk to me about it, I'm always here for you. I reach out and squeeze her hand. Always. Okay. Amanda gets up. I'm gonna go now. Alright. I watch Amanda go to her room and close the door. Save bookmarks directly onto your desktop.
You've got dads.
Don't clutter your desktop. What's this? Chambord, listen, this is me from the past. Whoa, how did this happen? I figure you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you earlier this morning when it was socially unacceptable to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing. Listen, life is short and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately this isn't the society we live in. And it's less the society we live in, and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others, but you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it is a certain time of day in which nobody will bat an eye for you going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good to me. Be good me. Buy that ice cream. Do I have a choice not to? Don't eat too close to your bedtime. You know what? I've earned a treat. On the way home, I decided to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully plan to eat directly from the tub. We're adults. We can do that. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road, pistachio. Ooh, Amanda's probably going to want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right? Hey, mister. Sorry, I turn around to see Ernest leaning against a wall. Ernest? Ernest. You're cool, right? Oh, God. I'm cool. I'm so cool. No way. I'm cool. I'm cool, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Well, if you're cool, you'll help me out, right? Help you out? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. So if I give you $20, will you buy me e-liquid? Oh, right. This is when vapes were still a thing. Ernest, what's e-liquid? It's just like Gatorade, you know? Electrolyte liquid. I'd get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. A classic fiddle game, you know the deal. Oh. If you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I got you, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. Oh my god. No, Hugo, I cannot date you. At all. Ever. Just ask the clerk for the blue crayon raz apple vortex. He'll know what it is. Pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda, and I search around for some blue craisin void starer. What the fuck? Can't seem to find any. I turn to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. You got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoo recently. Is that taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Wait a minute. Are you just trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream? Because it's working. I glance outside and spot Ernest staring at me. Double wait a minute! So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? It's for vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind. I see. Okay, look, I'm gonna pretend that you didn't try to trick me into buying you the old Bahamut's cough syrup, and then go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram. No, I am telling your father. And stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lung. Ernest. What if I give you $25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lung from microwaving popcorn, you know. Oh, you get popcorn lung from microwaving popcorn, you know. I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. I don't know why I would ever trust him to begin with. Like, that was so stupid of me. I go back inside to complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. I glance out the window to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. I guess I should go outside and save this guy some grief. You should call his dad and be like, come pick up your fucking kid. Wait a second. That's definitely a cop. Oh boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. No, let him get fucking arrested. Let him get fucking arrested. Ernest is already face down on the hood of a squad car. Ernest, did you seriously just try to get a cop to buy you e-liquid? Officer, do you know this kid? Oh, I'm friends with his dad. My daughter goes to school with him. Never met him in my life. I am tempted. I am so tempted to basically, no, I have never met this fucking kid in my life. Fucking piece of shit. Friends with his dad. Hey, it's Violet November. Yeah, we live in the same cul-de-sac. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid. No, he's not a good kid. I'm this boy's father. What? Turn around and see Robert walking up the street toward the convenience store. Ernest, what are you doing? Ernest, I want a lawyer. First of all, wait, I thought Hugo was his dad. Wait, now who's Hugo's kids? I can't remember a shit now. First of all, good instinct. Remember when you're not required to answer. You're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father. Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. Oh, I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Oh, Robert is covering. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye.
Hey.
It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. New metal was still in style. Ernest and I were down in a Florida swampland, scavenging for... Sir, I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Thanks, officer. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the ring gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, he is faking it. Thanks. I want to say Richard? Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Gotten plenty of trouble, plenty of times in my life. Just trying to do my good deed for the day. Don't! Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you. Thank you. Hey, Chambord, will you walk Ernest home with me? Sure.
Oh.
Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad.
There.
Seems like he tortures just about everybody. He even stole your wallet. What? No, he... I pat my back pocket. I pat the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet! Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Robert points at my tubs of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda.
Hey.
I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream you've purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm talking about. You work hard, Shambord. You're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? But these were on sale. If you're gonna treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean, real pistachio. You deserve it. Aw, thanks, Robert. Hey. We arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. That boy is the reason why we don't have prizes in cereal anymore. Catch you around, Shambord. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. I stole it back. Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain like back in your ska days. Smell you later. See you, Robert. I go back inside my home, ready to spend the night. Rest of my night with 2 tubs of ice cream and also Amanda. Oh my god. Gas is cheaper in the suburbs.
Welcome.
Not anymore, it
Got
isn't.
dads.
Oh gosh, okay. So we should have 2 hearts with Damien now. We got 2 hearts! Okay, so now the question is, do we continue this relationship with Damien, or do we go on another date with Matt or Brian? AKA, how long do I want to keep playing this game for? Oh, goodness. Alright, we'll keep going with Damien. Matt. Oh, you wanna see more Matt? We could do more Matt. I'm going another date with Matt and see what two hearts looks like. Sure, why not? We know. Always try your best at everything. Aw, well, really? I mean, I was gonna vote for Brian. Sorry, got it a little late. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father? Want to go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once, and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff? God, she's such a bitch sometimes. Amanda, are you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Fucking rude bitch. Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Oh, Jesus, right. Amanda and I make a short walk to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today. Just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. Right, it's that dude. I am raising a brat, but it's not on purpose. They don't give me other options. Pablo. Hey, you're the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night. Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss?
Aww.
This is my daughter, Amanda, the person I am the father to and very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? Someone please tell me which house music actually exists, because I would love to listen to it. I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay.
Dad.
A piercing blow to my ego, though that will not dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Change the subject. Defend witch house. Reappropriate lines from Taken. Change the subject. Anyways, Pablo, I didn't know you worked here. Yeah, man. Today's my first day. Matt's still training me. Shambord! Oh, it is a genre. Sweet. Again, I can't click links. Send it to me later. Matt comes from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I, and he and I high five as fellow cool people do. Matt, I see you've met my newest employee. Pablo, at your service, although I'm only here until Vic and Fail starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first.
Hey.
Alright, Pablo, now what do we do with the customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? Wall of text, thank you.
Ah.
Amanda. A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. A classic. And you? American football, decaf for cutie, man. Honestly, I'm not a decaf fan, unless like, no, I'm just not a decaf fan. But the name is what gets me. Chambord, a decaf for cutie, please. Don't want too much caffeine. Matt, decaf sounds like you're settling. You're the one offering it, Matt. If you, that's fucking rude. Chambord, I have a very early bedtime that I just can't miss.
Hey.
Oh, The Sound of Settling is a Death Cab for Cutie song, which was the band this was a pun off of. So when I said it sounded like you were settling, okay, I'm also an idiot. Actually, I don't know The Sound of Settling. But there you go.
Oh.
Toting it, look like an idiot, make it better. I'm gonna stop talking now. Pablo, coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes it.
Yeah, sounds great.
He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy as a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again.
Oh.
Hell yes.
Hey.
I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple hours and was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely.
Hey.
Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with people, but for some reason he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. We're so cool. By the way, he means the song that we danced to as our first song when we got married. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store.
Hey.
Have you ever been here before? No, I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. Why am I so pathetic?
Hey.
Matt, oh man, this should be fun. We're gonna find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speaker. It's a nice vibe. I have not been to a decent record store in ages. Sad face. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point? Oh, we're about to get educated, folks.
Hey.
Matt, there's a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent. But I really think it's just nice to collect records. Oh man, I thought Matt was actually going to go off on that tirade. Ugh. Bummer.
Oh.
It's cool that in this day and age we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones. But there's something about holding an album and getting to see it in the artwork in your hands that I'll always love. And that's how I feel about books.
Oh.
That's why I try to get as many records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so that we could record our favorite songs? I do remember that. I'm actually very old.
Hey.
It made each listen really special. And the mixtapes were even cooler because we knew how much work they took. Fuck yeah. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school.
Hey.
I look around at the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, arachnopunk. Anarcho-punk. Can't say it. Nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Arachnopunk. I have no idea how spider punk will work, but you know, I'm sure it exists. Jamboard. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Matt, here, let me help you find something you like. Your butt. Here we go. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Cookies and cream, vanilla, strawberry. Purple. Ah! Did you see my hair? I'm purple.
Oh.
Please let this be the theme. If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh, dang. Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Breeze, Spring Creek Fireball, Power Violence Cherry Blossom. Oh, man. I'm really torn between Spring Creek and Power Violence. I'm gonna go with Power Violence Cherry Blossom.
Oh.
What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain. Ooh. Bowling alley. Star Trek bridge ambiance. The Howls of the Bone chorus. I mean, we all know it's rain, right? Like, rain is the only obvious answer. Right? Tell me I'm right. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard. Inside an active volcano. Living off the fat of the land in Ibiza. Starting a new life in the Baltics. I don't know, actually. Baltics? Phrasing. Yeah, we can go Baltics. I mean, it's not a volcano, but I don't know. What's your deepest, darkest fear? Oh gosh, okay. I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me, and I've fabricated this universe? Saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. Oh man, it's the fucking worst. Oh. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. How about we'll do with it if nobody exists but me. Oh, 2 2s. Okay, so I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. Okay, we'll go with 2. Matt thinks for a moment.
What?
That's a noise. Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other room, returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Smokey Rolls Down the Thunder Canyon by Devendra Banhart. Actually, don't know this one. Sounds like what you need is Devendra Banhart. Actually, I think everyone needs a little Devendra Banhart in their lives. Whoa, dude, thanks for the recommendation.
Oh!
You're gonna have a great time with it. Promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring. Hey, she gay? And a buzz cut, probably gay. Behind the counter with one earbud in. Is that what do you call it? Presumptuous? Yes. I'm still going with it. She works in a record store. She gotta be a little gay. Cashier. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Yeah, sounds great.
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig. Forever by Mystery Skulls. And Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Nice. Tight.
Hey.
The cashier rings up Matt and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. I'm cool. I look cool. Don't worry about it. Who's the nerd? The nerd is my buddy Chambord. My name is Chambord. I'm fucking cool. Also, I'm part of the alphabet mafia. Like, chill, bitch. Chambord, this beacon of human charm, is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. That sounds like something they should give you extra credit for, honestly. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on?
Hey,
Matt, you know it, and the third waves are gonna do a special acoustic performance. I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on?
hey.
Yeah, dude, we do it every month. Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Probably a lot of not amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here.
Hey.
You and Amanda should come by that night. Matt blushes. I mean, if you're not doing anything. Will Vacant Veil be playing?
Hey.
If only. I finished paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. For a second I thought he was talking about this shoe, and I was trying to remember shoes with shag carpeting. He's talking about actual Vans, like the vehicle. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Matt. Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me, not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. Matt. There's music that reminds me of my exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. All that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was.
Hey.
And then that even reminds me of a younger me going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing, but they didn't bust you for it. So, wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that what the kids call it these days? I love this because this was probably written, like, I don't know. When was this? I don't think they do. This game was written, I think, before it was legal in California. Or maybe just barely legal in California. I don't know.
Hey.
But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Sammy Cakes, do we want to get high and listen to the new records? Yeah, why not say no to drugs? Yeah, why the fuck not? Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting.
Oh.
After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me. Yeah, of course Molly's got a hookup. She says to meet her in an alley near the coffee shop.
Hey.
Okay, if this turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it and I'll take the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that, okay, Weezehead has been legalized in this state, right? Then why are we buying it in a back alley? I have so many questions. It's gonna be oregano. I definitely knew that. I did not know that.
Hey.
Oh, but we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves at the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. Matt, I swear.
Huh?
Oh, here's our guy. Coming around the corner of one of those nasty grease dumpsters, shrouded in darkness, is a lean figure dressed all in black. Lucian? Excuse me, Mr. Drug Man. Surprise! The person almost jumps out of their skin. It's Lucian, Damien's son. Who sent you?
Wait.
We're cool, man. We're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, weed is Prove you're cool. I'm not gonna beat you up. Just give me my fucking, like, weed? What? I need to know that you're down or I bolt. Show him you're not wearing wire. Impress him with your extensive knowledge of current drug lingo. Cite mutually assured destruction. Cite mutually assured destruction? His father does love botany. Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you, and we know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us. We have dirt on you. We're in this together now. I don't know why Matt really appreciated that, but that's cool. Look, that's fine. I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right. Now that the formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. All right. How much do you want? One what?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
He means weed, Lucien. Yeah, but how much?
Hey, yeah.
One? Oh my god. Look, here, take this. Give me $10 bucks. Just don't tell my dad. Let's all forget this ever happened.
Hey, dude.
I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucien hands me a baggie of something and disappears down the alleyway. Oh no! We have to roll it ourselves? We're fucked. Or maybe it's already rolled and he doesn't know what it is. I open it and take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs. Yes, sirree.
Yeah, sounds great.
That went smoothly. No, it didn't. Yeah, we should get off public property before we smoke this.
Hey, yeah.
Great idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? I forgot who his kid is. Isn't that a little girl? Gotta go buy zigzags now. Matt and I walk to our cul-de-sac and stop at a gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. Oh no! I feel like I'm 16 again. Dude, they haven't rolled weed in like decades. Shit's gonna be like all over the place. No. A swisher would at least be easier because you just cut it open and like throw that shit out, man. Like, they're screwed. Oh, okay, cool. He does have a daughter. Carmencita's having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs.
Hey.
Awesome. Let's do some drugs. Oh man, Sammy Cakes. Next time I see you, this is how I'm gonna greet you and be like, "Hey, let's do some drugs." Matt pulls out one of the records out of his bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on a big comfy leather couch and look around this place. There are a bunch of band posters, and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Whoa, what a collection.
Oh.
Been collecting my whole life. It was really finally nice to get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. Had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down next to me and we lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house.
Oh.
If you say so.
Wait. What?
Matt pulls out the rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco onto a piece. He starts rolling it back and forth, and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. Oh man, how did I know? You know what? At this point, they should just go find a brownie recipe and go bake some brownies.
Hey.
Never was too good at this.
Hey.
Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and the blunt, I think, and I dig it. Well, let's open up the nug, smoke some of that gateway drug, rip that golf fairway. We're gonna go with rip that golf fairway. Yes, let's do that. I like the joint and inhale deeply. This is not what I remembered. It's been a while though. Maybe pot drugs have just gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. I pass the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Should it sting this much, or am I just a baby?
Wait. What?
Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed. Oh god.
Hey.
Did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's Matt takes another hit and winces.
Hey.
Yeah, this is oregano. I sniff the air. Yeah, that would definitely explain why it smells like a pizza place in here. That little punk ripped us off.
Hey.
Oh well. We can still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right.
Hey, yeah.
We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile. It's one of the pictures with the two. I'm just like, man, we can't really call him out either because then his dad knows that he sells drugs and we said we wouldn't sell him out to his dad. Right, no, they did smell it before. Like, that's... smells like drugs. Really? Okay, cool. I mean, I guess it has been a while. Who's that? Matt. Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, "Stillness, the dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to the kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of. You're terrible at rolling? It's just sad.
Oh.
It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever, and the long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff.
Oh, man.
So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down our roots in our favorite town to play in right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to open a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry.
Oh, man.
Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died.
Oh.
Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I noticed a dusty piano. Do you play? I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer. No way, you had a ska face? Face. Ska never dies. Except for this Communist Manifesto who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers. Ouch.
Hey.
Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Hey.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Are we two-tone love? Does that work for us? Can we be two-tone love? Oh man, let's see if I still got it. Just throw some stanky leg in there, you're good. I sit down at the piano. Go with the classic. Stick to your ska roots. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Oh, good job. You know what? Good job, Gang Grumps. Good job. So good. Alright, we're gonna stick to our ska roots, though. Hey, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska.
Hey.
Wait, that was just smoke on the water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The deep purple is always appreciated nonetheless. Like me, because I'm wearing purple? Because I'm purple? Alright, buddy, can you top that? I shouldn't. Oh, come on.
Hey.
No, it's been a long time. Never too late to get back into it. Drop it. Never too late to get back into it? Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple Smokes on the Water. If Deep Purple's Smoke on the Water, how much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Oh, no. Tony. Oh, hi, Matt. Oh, nice to see you, too. Okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts to play a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played the piano a long time, I never would have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is it one of his original works? This is so cool.
Hey,
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man. That was killer. Are you just gonna pull out? Are you gonna pull that out for open mic night? Oh no, I never play at those. Well, why not? It's just I don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's starting to get uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Smart. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks.
Hey.
Matt and I sit down and listen to more records until it gets late and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door.
Hey.
Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking oregano, and
Hey.
I think we'll be fine.
Hey.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside the house, and the house is dark, save for a sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. Don't do oregano, kids. I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. What? Smells like a pizza parlor in here. Rude. What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad. I'm hungry.
Whoa!
Wait, no. Hi, hungry. No! I'm Dad! Amanda collapses on the floor. Amanda, I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set yourself up. I spike it down. Amanda, you're a monster! Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire.
Oh.
How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight, and it was amazing.
Yes!
He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening in its coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple of tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns. But we can work off the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. Sleep is important. Make sure you're getting enough. Fuck you. That is rude. No. Nuggage? Oregano. Thanks much. Hey.
That was a hell of a date.
Okay, that's it. King of carrot flowers? What kind of achievement is that? It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decide to take a long, The long way home, I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and the sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and a wide walkable sidewalks at night. Oh God. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. It turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie shared over love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice.
Ah.
Oh no! I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time, now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy. She looks so sad. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into middle distance. Say hi, keep watching the game. No. Keep watching the game? Keep watching, say hi? Keep watching the game? I don't know. Which one? Okay. Say hi? I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. Seat. This seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me. That should have been my hint to leave.
Hey.
Hey, cowboy. You alright? Never better. She hiccups. Guess she's a little far gone.
Ah.
Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh, God. Oh.
Oh.
Will you walk a gal home? Walk her home, call her a cab. Oh. I mean, you're right there. I'll have to pay for a cab. Walk her home. I slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out a hand to help her up, but she waves me away. Cab, right? Probably should have called the cab.
Ah.
Keep watching the game and call the cab. I got it. She clearly does not got it.
Ah.
You know what? Hang out here for a second. I walk over to the bartender and paying Mary's tab. Ugh. Why am I nice? Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac and... Oh, to the bartender. I live in Mary's cul-de-sac and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. Neil, I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just... She usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. Good, because I'm not interested. I'm really not interested. She doesn't, like, go home with... I don't really want to say it. One of the other guys she meets? Nah. Nah? Ain't her thing. Huh. I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. It's still raining a bit, but I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street toward the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her for fear she might hit on me. Or not. What did the bartender mean by ain't her thing?
Oh.
Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm usually not... I know Joseph doesn't like it when I just... Sorry. It's alright. If he doesn't like it when you do it, why do you keep doing it? Or do you not want to be a Christian? Is he holding you captive? It's okay, you can tell me. Because he seems like the kind of guy that would hold you captive.
Hey.
I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's alright. It's not alright. Don't let people be mean to you. No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm just having a really...
Ah.
Forget it. As we get to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait, can we just... Hold on. What's wrong?
Hey.
How about another drink? Old time's sake. Wow, you are like a serious alcoholic. Come on, Mary. It's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile.
Hey.
You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding onto me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest.
Hey.
You're a good kid. Thanks for the company.
Ah.
Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh. That was weird.
Welcome. You've got dads.
That was weird. Oh, hi, Craig. So with Matt, we have 2. Alright. It is getting a little bit late, so I'm gonna call it here for the game for tonight. And we're just gonna... This part I remember. This part I can do. What about... Hey, I always get those buttons right. Like, go fucking figure, right? Anyways, thank you so much for joining me this evening. It is so nice to chat with people online today, and for hanging out with me while I learned all about butts and art. It's been a fun night. Anyways, catch us next week on Frontill. I believe next week is Vampire Night, so the Vampire crew will be back playing some D&D, or in this case, Vampire the Masquerade, Silicon Valley by night. If you like what you see here, please let Backblaze know so that we can keep this going. And if you absolutely hate it, I don't know, tell me somewhere else on the internet. That sounds fine. Anyways, shoutouts to Nomad, Doomsayer, Yev, and of course Backblaze for making this all happen this evening. Have a safe and wonderful night. It looks like we're gonna go raid a friend, a theaterphile, so go enjoy her content. She's great, and we'll see you all next week. Good night.